What's up, YouTube? This is Ty the Movie Guy 22, and this is a me retrying Chapter 6 because I paused the video and I had to answer a call, so it's it kind of cut off, which was really dumb. So, Chapter 6, entitled Joining the First Battalion. Excuse me. It had been a couple days since we were in the city, and we had been getting ready to prepare ourselves for more adventuring. Suddenly, Kendall had showed up. Oi, I need to talk to you all, right, stat? Yes, Kendall. I need you and Quinn and Greg and Patrick. I want you all to join the first battalion. The battalion? Aye, did I stutter, lad? He did not. You are very good at what you do. I see you two are married still. Yes, been married 3 years, so. My goodness, and I didn't get an invitation. We didn't know you were alive anymore. I'm just messing with you. What do you mean you've lost your ability to transform into a lumen angel? It's what you're born with, it's your birthright. She said. I said. Greg said, it doesn't exactly work the way we had thought it would. At least his is not. What difference does it make what his version is, you daft idiot? Patrick laughs. Ha ha. Ha ha. And what are you laughing at, McPatty Cakes? Hey, that was a secret. Oh yes, she's my cousin. Yeah. Yes, she's my cousin. I helped her out at some points. I need you. I need you. As Kendall said, I need you all to join the first battalion. You'll be tested in ways you'll never be tested before. You will help others. You will try to knock down one of the 13 facilities that Schroeder has compacted, built with all types of weapons he has. And soon you will be tested and do things that I would ask any other soldier to do. Please, I will give you a day to prepare, but that's about it. She's like, as for you, Quinn, I hope you can shoot really well. I was always a better shot than you. I beg to differ, and so does our archery teacher. May God rest his soul. Yes, that was a sad moment. Kendall shoots first. She hits 10 points. Ah, only 10? I've really lost my touch. I haven't been in the field in years. Quinn pulls out an arrow. My turn. Hit the bullseye for 100. Ha! In your face, Kendall. What a blithering mess I've got myself into. You two are very good together. Remember my 4th birthday? Which one was that one, lad? The one with the bounce castle inside the facility. Phillips was so mad. Aye, he was. And your mother tore him a new one. That she did. She was one of the smartest she's still one of the smartest scientists in the city. 5 Nobel Prizes, don't you know? 5 of them? And 4. And 4 more types of prizes. Yeah, she is pretty smart. She treated you like a prince. A literal prince. You never had to walk anywhere. You had servants to help you. You may have been spoiled, but he was still the nicest little boy that I've ever met. Or the whole group has ever met. You were one of the nicest people. You were one of the nicest, even Quinn were one of the nicest people that we ever had in the facility. Well, thank you for that. You're welcome. Quinn and Audrey and Alyssa were having a discussion. Is that... she's like... How old are your daughters, lad? How old are your daughters, my friend? 3 years old. What? I saw that one. I saw little Audrey trying to eat food from the kitchen after the kitchen was closed for the night. Are you sure? I saw her with my own eyes. Is this true? Quinn, does she always do this? A lot. She's like, a lot. What do you mean by that? Her and her sister have my husband here wrapped around their little finger. So much so that he literally gives them a new toy every time they have a tantrum. Not every time. She looks at me. She's like, which one of us is in denial? Denial is a river in India. That's Egypt, honey. Egypt. Oh. I'm not sure you should be fighting. I'm not sure it's good for you. I know what's good for me. I know. She had snapped on me. I'm so sorry. She cupped her hands, started to cry. I'm like, it's okay. She's like, I'm really, really sorry. Honey, it's okay. Relax. I'm fine. And just having mood swings for a moment. You were just lost your cool for a second. It's okay. It happens. I lose my cool too sometimes too. Sorry guys. I take her by the hand and say, yell at me, be mad at me, it doesn't matter. All I know is I'm always going to be here, Quinn. I'm never going to leave. Well, eventually I will have to leave us in. I know. So will I. I know. So what are you gonna do to punish them, mate? Who's the disciplinarian, you or him? I am, she said, emphatically. Emphatically. Yes, she does. She looks at Audrey and Alyssa. Quinn looks at Audrey and Alyssa and examines their faces. This is my makeup. Have you two been playing in my makeup again? I told you not to. Sorry, sorry. And they're like, you two, when will you two behave? They're like, we're only three, we don't know what we do sometimes. That's not an excuse, she said boldly and proudly. She was all like, you two get away with murder. Not literally, honey. But you two get away with murder because your father is very soft. And he loves both of you so much. Your tantrums work on him, they do not work on me. I'm like, I look at Quinn. Quinn, what? She said. When we got married, we talked about this. I know, honey. And what did I say? She was like, never, never spank out of anger. Very good. They both whined as if they were about to be punished like that. She was like, no, I'm not gonna do it now, but both of you are gonna have to be punished for it. Audrey said, you'll have to catch me first. Then she like stuck her tongue out of her mother. I'm like, young lady, that wasn't proper or polite. I'll apologize. And she did. I grabbed Quinn by the arms. I'm like, saddle, 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 saddle. Settle down, okay, babe? Arrgh. You're just lucky your father's holding me back right now. Personality-wise, she's just like me, isn't she, a big sister? I don't want to hear anything from you, Leah. And she yells at her mother. And she yells at her mother. I'm like, she's all like, you're getting warm. She's like, you're getting hot. Like, because she was about to catch her and I was holding her back. She was all like, Audrey was sometimes really as bad as Alyssa when it comes to being naughty at times. And she's like, it's time for your nap, both of you. They both said no. And she said, I'm not giving you a choice, young lady. And she was like, but the blanket's really hot. Well, don't use the blanket then. Your butt is what I'm going to smack if you don't get yourself to bed on time and stop being rude. Daddy. She's all like, she purses her lips and gives me a puppy dog. I'm like, you heard your mother, honey. She said fine and apologized first. And then I spent time with Alyssa. Alyssa, honey, I know. Alyssa, are you okay, sweetie? And she started to cry. She wiped tears from her eyes. I'm like, what's wrong, babe? I promise you, I let go of Quinn. I'm like, what's wrong, babe? Nothing. I'm like, something's gotta be wrong. You're not really talking that much. Honey, you know your mother loves you so much. She nodded and said she knew. I'm like, and I love you so much. But I wasn't born first. It doesn't matter. You're my little girl. You always will be. Just as much as my little girl as Audrey is. How about... You promise? Of course I promise, honey. Hey, Kendall. What do you want, mate? I love you, mate, but I'm busy. I'm very busy. Is that old... Is the old lake still around? Ah, yes, one of the greatest beauties of nature. It's still around, mate, but you have to be careful. There are lots of big fish. I go and make a makeshift pole along with one for Alyssa, and we go fishing. She learns. We didn't catch any fish because there was no bite, so we ended up skipping rocks together. I said, "See, this is fun, right? I don't know how to do it. I'll show you. It's easy." Like, the stone skipped right across the water. And she tried it too and she nailed it. I'm like, that's amazing. So, why do you get so upset? Because mommy disciplines me a lot. A lot. She doesn't do it a lot, honey. She just does it sometimes when you and your sister act up. It hurts. So she's like, it hurts. It only hurts for a little bit. Not that long, right? Right. Don't I always don't I always help you two out of anything? Mm-hmm. She said. And don't I always buy you an ice cream and a toy to make you feel better? Quinn, I'm like, oh, I really hope your mother didn't hear me when I said that. She chuckled. You don't want mommy to give you one, do you? I'm like, no. We had laughed, and I said, Alyssa, you've always been important to me, and you always will be. I pinky promise. Okay? Just be nicer to your sister and be nicer to your mother. Because your mother loves you so, so, so much. And Daddy and her sacrificed a lot to protect you, your sister. What does that word mean? It means you give up and try your hardest to protect something or give something you want away to exchange for something else you want. Something has to be taken. We all have to make sacrifices for what we want in life and for the people that we love. If there's nothing I wouldn't sacrifice for you or your sister or your mom. So, you met Mom in the village? Yes, she was a doctor. You know the story. Was it love at first sight? My sight, yes. Your mother and I had to grow and change. Because your mother and I, as children, even though I can't remember part of my childhood, both Mommy and I were really spoiled, so just like you and your sister are at times. Mommy was too? Yes. And she got the same punishments we did? Yes, ma'am. From her mommy, your other grandma. we had I had talked to Alyssa for a while, and and we had suddenly found we had suddenly went back to the place. So we suddenly went back to the base. And she hugs me. I give her a kiss on the forehead. She washes off her face in the sink, and I give her a quick bath. Her and her sister. See? Nothing in your eyes, like I promised. They both smiled. Mom always uses her nails too hard. I do not. She's like, I do not. You girls just complain. She's like, I do not. You girls just whine too much. I'm like, Quinn? I know. Try to be easier. I'm like, thank you, my love. We both smile. I'll be with you in a moment, okay? She said, okay. And we both got ready. I'm like, Mom, make sure they go to bed early. And make sure they fall asleep nice and good and tight. Alright. I got dressed, and the day of the mission that came, we were taking down the Zekaron. I could probably get sued for that. Hold on. The Zenio. The Zenimo fortress. It was a high-tech fortress. We had gotten dressed. Me in my armor. I had donned my armor. Everyone did. And I said a prayer for the girls before I left. I tucked them both in and kissed their head, and I leave. This plan's gonna work. This mission will work. I told Quinn. I know. And thank you for taking thank you for taking Alyssa with you. She was really sad. I know. I just want her to know that I'll always love her. She knows that. And I heard about the ice cream and new toy thing. Wait. You must have like better sonic hearing than I do. She says with a smile, well, girls do mature faster than boys. She smiled. Patrick and I get dressed and prepare our weaponry. Our suits are high tech this time around. Patrick is like, wow, look at me, I look like a robot. You do look like a robot, Patrick. I am Patrick. Please insert butt kicking coin so I can kick butt. We had gotten ready, and thus Kendall took us to our location. Okay, lads and lassie, I want you to join. So complete this mission. Grab the file and computer work and the disk hard drive that is on the computer, and you shall be rewarded with a membership. You shall become our newest leaders and soldiers. Here, use this. This acts like as a radar sensor. I throw it up in the air and it shows me the amount of enemies. 40 enemies. 5 against 40. I can live with those odds. We jump into battle. Ah, young Tyler, Boris had said with a smile. Boris Strongman. Is that really you? Yes. Dylan, Queen, everyone else. Dylan's on your side. Oh, yes, I forgot. Patrick, ready to roll. And we all fight off the guards, as many as we can. But these guards are tougher than they look. Quinn shoves an arrow through a guy's arm and hits him in the head repeatedly. And we fight some more. And then we go and take out the bag. I'm like, Quinn, Dylan. Oh, like, not Dylan. Quinn, Greg, go get the file and the computer parts, please. Patrick and I will hold them off. Good luck, brother. Always. Patrick, what up? Do you remember the unification attack? The Unimind? Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Meld your mind with mine. Meld your mind with mine, brother. We close our eyes, and our movements become as one. We do a signal and draw an insignia using our hands. The sacred art of mimicry, like sacred art of fire, volcanic devastation, kinetic energies. It sends fireballs out to all the members of the group and burns them instantly and destroys their armor and sends them flying off into the distance. He punches Strongman twice. Patrick does, and he says, "To little to no effect." I jump at Strongman. He's like, "You missed, little one." I kick him in the back of his knee. Ugh, one of my weaknesses. Patrick and I unload massive damage with our fist. And say, "This is the end for you. Now tell us where Schroeder is." "Never." We punch him some more. Then he grabs a technique booster, and his attacks become almost flawless that we can hardly dodge. "You cannot handle me. I am big and strong, like ox." The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Form a circle, everyone. A unicircle. A unimind circle. Quinn and Dylan... I'm sorry, not Dylan. Dylan's not in this book for a little bit more. Quinn and Greg join me and Patrick as we form a unicircle. All our powers combined together, we form a magical spear, and we drive it through Strongman's stomach. We take his computer chip, and Quinn just knocks him unconscious. She's like, "Would you like to do the honors, my love?" I lock him in chains and bring him back. "We have a present for you." "A present? What could it be?" "He might have information on Schroeder." "Ah, that he does, me lad. Thank you. Thank you kindly." She takes him away. "Take him away." They take him away. And they lock him inside of a cage. Suddenly I sustained some injuries. All better. And suddenly I passed out. "Tyler!" Patrick had said. He grabbed me. "Buddy, you okay?" That really did a number on me. "Come on, pal, let's get you to sleep." Come on, pal, let's get you to sleep. Hold on a sec, Pat. Congratulations, you five. You four. Congratulations, you four. You, all of you, have joined the 1st Battalion. Welcome to the group. I nod my head and say thank you. Quinn grabs a blanket and drapes it over my body, over my stomach for heat because it was cold outside. Here you go, my love. She smiled. I will see you in the morning. I will see you too. Until the next night, my love. Until the next day. End of chapter 6.